Good afternoon, everybody. It is the 31st of May, and over the last month or so, I've really done some serious thinking about how the Guthrie case has been handled, and I'm comparing it to the Lynette Hooker case. And I've come up with something that I would like to toss around and get your ideas on, and it is the investigative double standard. Speculation versus substance in the Guthrie and Hooker cases. Number 1, the Guthrie case. The Guthrie case is sustained by rumor and illusion. Despite crossing the 113th day mark, the Nancy Guthrie investigation remains in the national spotlight, not because of a steady stream of verified breakthroughs, but because it is fueled by a toxic mix of high-profile status and rampant speculation. First on this source is the fact vacuum. Official updates from the Pima County Sheriff and federal task forces have slowed to a crawl. In the absence of concrete data, the public discourse has dissolved into endless circular debates over unverified details like the Pert Porch video, analyzing pixelated shadows and guessing at the suspect's identity. 2. The outsider distraction. In the Catalina foothills, the narrative has shifted away from the victim and onto the neighborhood itself. The local tension, symbolized by residents placing large rocks and cacti on public easements to block independent sleuths, creates a slideshow. The case is kept alive by internet drama, neighborhood lockdowns, tactics that are not even acceptable, speculative BS rather than a progression of verified forensic facts. So in contrast to the Lynette Hooker case, number 2, solid evidence met with institutional silence. In stark contrast, the disappearance of Lynette Hooker off Elbow Cay in the Bahamas is a case rich with actionable, reliable information, alarming red flags, and yet it faces a wall of apathy. 1. Constant factual breakthroughs, almost daily. Unlike the guesswork dominating the Guthrie case, the Hooker investigation has yielded concrete, verifiable timelines. Independent pushback and family advocacy have brought forward critical electronic GPS data from the sailboat soulmate that directly contradicts the husband's story of a tragic boating accident. 2. Reliable evidence ignored. Despite clear indicators of foul play, a volatile domestic history, and a botch by Bahamian authorities who released the primary suspect due to a missed procedural deadline, the case is treated with a fraction of the urgency. The system has allowed a solid, fact-driven investigation into a woman lost at sea to practically vanish from the mainstream radar, while sources remain hyper-focused on a high-status case running on empty theories. Do you think the fact that Nancy Guthrie just happens to have a daughter who is popular, she's in the public eye, she's on television, she's Savannah, but on the other hand, Lynette Hooker, she's a mother, she's a daughter, she's a woman who loved the sea, and yet she's been buried at sea as if she never existed. The standards between these two cases makes me sick. Just because Lynette Hooker doesn't have the money, doesn't have the notoriety, her case is just slipping away. People need to start focusing on cases that are surrounded by fact, not fiction and rumors and illusions. That's my take on it. I'd love to hear yours.